Every morning at a busy construction site, the routine looks the same. Workers put on their helmets, safety boots, gloves, and reflective vests. Cranes move slowly against the sky. Concrete trucks line up. Engineers review blueprints. Supervisors check radios. On the surface, everything seems organized and under control. The project is important. A hospital, a school, or a residential building families will call home. The company has a solid reputation. The team is experienced. Materials meet technical standards. Safety rules are posted clearly on the walls of the site office. But there is one invisible factor that quietly shapes every decision: the deadline. At first, the schedule feels manageable. The timeline was carefully planned. Tasks were divided into phases. Each team knows its responsibilities. Safety briefings are held regularly. Risk assessments are completed before major activities. Then, small delays start to appear. A delivery of materials arrives late. Unexpected weather slows down progress for 2 days. A machine requires maintenance. None of these issues are dramatic on their own, but together they begin to pressure the timeline. The project manager looks at the calendar and realizes they are falling behind. That is when the tone changes. Instead of asking, "Is this task safe to perform today?" the unspoken question becomes, "How can we catch up?" Breaks become shorter. Overtime becomes more frequent. Teams are asked to complete multiple activities at once. Tasks meant to be sequential are now performed simultaneously to save time. Supervision becomes stretched as leaders try to monitor more areas at once. No one announces that safety is less important. There is no meeting where someone says, "Let's ignore procedures." In fact, everyone still agrees that safety matters. But the pressure to deliver on time begins to influence behavior in subtle ways. A supervisor might postpone a toolbox talk to gain an extra 30 minutes of production. A minor hazard may be noticed but not reported immediately because we'll fix it later. These decisions seem small. Individually, they may not lead to immediate consequences. However, over time, they create gaps in the safety system. Construction sites are dynamic environments. Heavy equipment moves constantly. Workers operate at height. Electrical systems, concrete structures, and mechanical components all interact. Because of this complexity, safety depends on consistent attention and strict adherence to procedures. When deadlines quietly defeat safety, what actually happens is not dramatic, it is gradual. The margin for error becomes smaller. Fatigue increases due to longer shifts. Communication becomes rushed. Planning becomes reactive instead of preventive. Eventually, the site no longer operates with a safety-first mindset. It operates with a schedule-first mindset. The good news is that this pattern can be prevented. Strong safety culture begins with leadership. When managers clearly communicate that no deadline justifies unsafe practices, workers feel empowered to speak up. Realistic scheduling is essential. Project timelines must include buffers for weather, maintenance, and delays. Regular safety meetings should not be treated as optional. They are critical moments to identify risks. Encouraging open communication allows workers to report concerns without fear of blame. Monitoring fatigue and workload also protects both productivity and well-being. Technology can support prevention. Digital planning tools, maintenance tracking systems, and reporting apps help teams. Most importantly, organizations must measure success not only by how fast the project is completed, but by how safely it is delivered. In the end, buildings can always be finished a little later. Deadlines can be adjusted. Reputations can recover from delays, but safety must never be compromised in silence. On every construction site, The most important structure being built is not the building itself. It is the culture that protects the people who build it. When we choose safety over speed, everyone goes home at the end of the day. And that is the true measure of success.